Hey guys, it's Jen. I'm here with a video for you today. So today I'm just going to do a little bit of a discussion post. This post is basically because I ran into something lately and I kind of just need to vent a little bit about it. So as everyone knows, there was a whole bunch of books that came out on May 3rd. I mean, there was tons of books that came out on May 3rd. I'm pretty sure my husband saw the books that I got this month and was just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not going to read all those. But one book in particular is one that I've really been looking forward to. This series is like a guilty pleasure for me, and I love these books. And that book is The Crown by Kiera Cass. So I love these books. I read them really quickly, and yes. So generally, I am really good at avoiding spoilers. Yeah, so that's what this is about. I am really good at avoiding spoilers. I have not been watching season 6 of Game of Thrones, and I have not been spoiled for anything. However, I was on Facebook, and there was a post from the Selection Facebook page, and it had a picture of a strawberry tart, and I thought, oh, strawberry tart, and it said the perfect snack while you are reading the Selection series or something like that. Anyways, I was like, oh, that looks really good, and I went to comment, yum, I love strawberry tarts, or something silly like that, and the first comment up there was a big spoiler for The Crown. This was 1 week after it came out. Someone had decided to post a spoiler on this book. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I mean, if you've read this book, it was essentially who she ends up with, who she selects at the end, and I lost it. I was just like, oh my god. I just read that because I'm the type of person who looks at my screen as like I was scrolling on my phone, and I'm just like, it just like I read everything that pops up. I can't help it. And I read this before I even understood what I was reading, and I was so upset. Like, the series has been ongoing for like 5 years. This is the 5th book. It is the last book, and someone posted a spoiler that on a post that had absolutely nothing to do with this book in particular, but the entire series as a whole. They had posted a spoiler on it 1 week after it was out. Like, the book has only been out for a week. Most people, who I know anyways, they buy books when they come out, but they don't get to read them right away. Some of them you will get to read right away, but on May 3rd there was so many books that came out that I couldn't possibly have read all of them in a week. If I had known that there was going to be a spoiler for this book on that post, I probably wouldn't have looked, but I was not expecting there to be a spoiler for the book in a post about a strawberry tart. So it was pretty disappointing for me. I still need to read this book. I haven't read it. I read the spoiler and I was just like, well, shit. Now I have no reason to read the book. So I'm currently reading The Hidden Oracle by Rick Riordan in hopes that I don't get spoiled for that either. Like, I'm terrified of being spoiled now. I never get spoiled, so it was just shocking to me that someone would post this on a completely unrelated post. Like, if it was a post about The Crown itself, I wouldn't have looked at it, but it was just saying that this was a really good snack to eat while you're reading the Selection series. So yeah, that was like, why are you posting a spoiler there? And like, I wasn't the only one that got spoiled. But they're like, I put a couple of dots, and like, they did put some dots, but the way they put them, they put a couple, but it just knocked the spoiler down to my eye, like my view, like right in the middle of my screen, which is where my eyes automatically go when I'm looking at my screen. So I saw it before I even understood what it was. Yeah, it hurt to read. It's not that I'm disappointed with who was picked, it's just I'm disappointed that I didn't get to find it out myself by reading the book. If you're going to post a spoiler, especially on Facebook, you can write a comment and then there can be replies on that comment. So you could be like, spoiler in the replies, and put the spoiler in there. Then people who don't want to be spoiled won't look at it. It's not that hard to not spoil people. But this person apparently just really needed to talk to someone about it, so they spoiled it for a bunch of people. So yeah, that's a little bit of a rant. I don't like spoilers. I don't like to spoil books for people. I tell people if there's going to be spoilers in something. So being spoiled like that was just, it surprised me and it threw me off, and I was just upset that I just had this whole series just kind of ruined on me. And I'm still upset, obviously. It's been like 2 weeks and I'm still upset about it. But yeah, so I will try not to spoil you for anything because I really dislike spoiling people. I If I'm trying to talk to someone about a book and I know they're reading it, I'll ask them how far they are in it. If I've already finished, I'll ask them how far they are in it. Or if they're going to talk to me about it, I ask them how far they are in it so that I don't get spoiled because I'm not as far as them. But yeah, it was a really shitty thing to happen. It sucked. I'm not gonna lie. It freaking sucked. So I don't know if you guys are people that go and they write spoilers without giving warnings, but if you are, I don't really like you anymore. I'm just joking. I still like you, but you disappoint me. I'm not gonna lie, you disappoint me. So let me know down below, what do you guys think of when you get spoiled for something, and like, does it piss you right off, or are you okay with it? Are you like me, you don't want to see any spoilers before you read anything? Like, I avoid anything that has to do with specific books. This spoiler was not in something that had to do with a specific book. It was just this. It was the selection series page. It wasn't the Crown. It had nothing to do with the Crown. It just had to do with strawberry tarts. So that was a little frustrating and saddening for me. Let me know if you've had any experiences where you've gotten spoiled and what those experiences were, but don't tell the spoiler, just tell the experience. And if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!